qualities to me. So I'm like a fucking, I don't know what you would call that in between state. Maybe like a fucking Coomer, I guess. I guess I'm a Coomer at that point. I don't know.
The lineups properly. Otherwise, you're flashing more of your teammates than the enemy. So we'll
Baby
have to see how
boomer.
that works. The double doors position makes a lot of sense for where the KO is going to be. Just re-peeking and entrance.
The cool
Almost
thing
like
about
Phoenix does on
streaming,
Haven
suddenly
with
you'll
double
just have a
doors.
Starbucks
And
employee in the
obviously,
chat.
Very different ballgame with the size.
He's got you covered with all the info you need.
Well, yeah, I think that a lot of this is going to come down to the utility cycling of Zeke. Like, he's going for the early information to see where everyone is. And already, here is tagged desperately low. Starzo, we're seeing him on the Viper. We didn't even really mention that, but that is not something we expected to see coming into this
Look
series.
at the aggression,
a switch up
man.
for quite a few different agents as the Sky goes missing on their side. And, well, we know that VIVO keeps...
Today is my 19th birthday. Can I get a happy birthday from the GOAT? Gil's birthday, man. Jason RS, happy birthday, dude.
But again, it
Get yourself
swing back
some
into
Chick-fil-A.
the overhealed. Murray's in a pretty
And,
good spot to try and find something here, slightly whipped, but he gets one anyway.
Cool
And now it's
sneakers.
left onto those in-game leaders, facing off for who has the biggest brain, who can bring home this round. And Joe, he's in the spot to hold.
Jay Howe, baby. Jay fucking Howe in the house.
And VIVO KEYD start things strong.
Jay who? No.
Jay who?
Jay Howe.
Jay Howe,
So the
motherfucker.
style that they're going for, very fast. Heat and Murray is absolutely sending it through a hole to
How does he do it? How does he do it? They're
A lot
asking.
more
Jay, how did
pressure
he get
over
that?
on that A side, and I guess most importantly,
Jay, how does he do it
go
again?
away from that double doors. He can't play in that position if he's going to get crunched from
Broke me
players
up,
coming
sorry.
through.
Fuck.
Cave,
Wait till I dig
suddenly
the
that switch
article
position,
tomorrow.
you're kind of in a
Tarek's
rough old
nicknames on
spot.
the pro players.
So that's a good response for VIVO KEYD in the end. And Bone Cold, it's a tough clutch to win in the end, regardless. But Joe, that's his first so far. Everybody's having their moments on VK.
CNED does have himself an investment, and although a little bit of utility has gone in that direction, it's not really done anything to stop him, especially when it's Murray's taking those battles. We mentioned he's been on supportive roles for the last couple of maps at least, but in this one he's taking front and center stage, and we definitely know he has the ability to. On the other side, how can they make this costly? 1 kill already, it's not bad. Anything more, and you'd say ACEND have done well here.
And also on the flip side for ACEND, with you saw the same Murray's is going away from the support agents to something more deadly. It's the opposite for Zeke. Like, he had the biggest performance on that raise. KO, you have to play a bit off of your teammates.
I find it
You can't
exciting
flash
to watch
yourself
games when
You
KO
can
is in
flash
it.
yourself in.
As he
Obviously,
flashes himself in.
I like KO as well.
Huh?
I like KO as well.
You can run him
Yeah,
as the tip
I
of the
assume
spear,
so.
as a duelist.
Counter-Strike
Yeah,
agent.
When you have seen it,
Yeah, you know, but
playing that
that's
jet,
real.
you
That's
don't wanna
really
be doing
it.
that anyway.
Like,
Or do you?
They stole the game and then they stole our fucking. They made an agent off the game as well.
you press your ult, you have the ability to play CS against each other for 8
Yeah,
seconds.
you press your ult, Valorant closes and CS launches.
10, 15 seconds. How long is the ult?
Theft is an ultimate.
It's quite long.
It's pretty long. I feel like it's like 15. Yeah. I don't know
It's
exactly.
like 3 or 4 pulses of 3 or 4
Maybe if
seconds,
you're
right?
bad. Or Kukuka. Same.
Yeah, I feel like it is pretty long. I don't know the timer on it, but
I think it's just something that we're all in agreement of in the MEA.
No. No.
We'll put words in Lofar's mouth.
For sure, for sure. See, we were talking about the 70% Vipers pick. You had a 90% win rate whenever you use a neural
That's
theft.
not a true fact. Just to be clear, we're joking. Seeing it is, I like this angle. It's just in front of
I gotta focus up, man. What's wrong with me, dude? What?
Get him in the end. Just the spam through. Obviously, this is the bonus round for VIVO
Dude.
KEYD.
It's he's activated. I've been waiting for this shit.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this shit. Love that.
Only
I love that.
Vixen can put him in the grave. And while eventually Bone Cold is going to close out
Got a
the
game on our
round,
hands,
CNED
no cap
not
this time.
only getting off with a 4K in the first buy round.
Oh, it's getting old, honestly. It's getting old. Fucking boomer humor is taking over my body.
When it comes to team play, it's just seen it sitting on an angle.
I do have that
clearly
effect
from
with
how
people.
the utility was used. Just standing in head of that Leah, dashes out.
Dude, that was...
Re-enters. Even if he doesn't get the kill here onto Heat, he does have the support.
clean
coming
shot.
in
He's using a
from
Steel
Cold.
Series
There's a
mousepad, I think.
nice
I
little
see.
boost on this
From the
final
distance.
kill. Would have been a nice little
Don't
lane for
comment. You're not
CNED.
sponsored by them. I got you.
I actually used that Let's Go Liquid mousepad. The last
Classic.
one.
Classic. Like the start.
Yeah.
Class.
Class.
Actually, a Stars
Like this
with him, so
gun.
used to it being
Classic.
kilos on the Viper, to be honest. Only using that poison card, saving a toss the screen for a retake. Seen a lot of teams.
I want to
do
see
that.
someone go crazy with knives for once, dude.
Sat back watching,
Just for once.
leaving that open space. for CNED to play with, and that is the thing with playing this combination of KO and Sova. You can clear 2 early angles.
Just ordered
with the
food, thank
utility
you.
that
I know,
have,
I know.
and then
I know
you
I
can
saved
have
your
these
life,
sort of
literally.
gamble stacks. It's something I've really
I literally
loved
saved lives today
with
by telling people to
watching
eat.
Cloud9, and
People
being
forgot
one
to
of the
eat.
best teams,
They were
I would
so
say, in the
entertained
world
by
at
the
the
stream
moment
that they
on
forgot
this
to
map.
eat.
I'm not really
I literally
against
saved
ACEND
lives
trying
today.
to sort of yoink their comp a little bit.
Fuck,
I'm
man.
glad that you like best teams in the world on this map. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
all
one
today.
of the
Jet
best
was
teams
nice.
in the world.
They're
when
pretty
it comes,
good.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of room to grow as well. The potential is there.
For sure.
It's just maybe too soon for such a young squad. And this is
Came on the other screen.
an important map. We sort of highlighted that as we were
Thanks for
going
almost out of
into
hunger. I got you,
the
dude.
halftime with the desk. Is just Breeze is
Oh.
going to be pivotal to
Oh.
whatever teams want to do well in this tournament.
Do
And CNED, well, he's
Oh.
has to keep on
Oh.
shooting.
you have the script?
CNED is
I think
just
I do.
put them in the ground again.
Oh, that was beautiful.
4K in the last round, looking to at least try
Oh.
and match up into
Gotta
this
refresh.
one. You can see
Sorry, chat.
Killer is looking to try
I'm
and come in
behind.
on the flank. They want to remove this operator.
I asked
from
for
Heat's
it.
hands.
Ask and you shall
Fact is,
receive.
though,
No kizzy.
ACEND, as we saw mentioned, doing
Or
so well with the
asking, I shall
information
receive,
gained,
rather.
find out where their opponents would be.
Not really a
But then they
good
also
sign
just
to
had
be
utility
leveled
like
on
the fragment, denying them,
attack here, though.
splitting them up as they move into the
be
site.
honest.
Then you have some isolated
Yeah, this is a quick
by
bounce
the
back.
utility holding them back
Yeah.
on that poison
I think you
orb.
need to
And so
refresh.
they-
I think
they
you're far
basically
behind.
have to try and
I
take
just did.
individual jewels versus
Okay.
Cedar with a Blade Storm, which
29, 28.
Yep,
not,
perfect
not
now.
surprised in
Nice.
the way it did.
Yep, it's
Dialed
almost like a
in.
gladiator going out into the Coliseum.
Now
It's
we're
just
watching.
what's
Now we're
gonna
really
happen?
watching.
And yes,
Who's your
CNED is
favorite
one of
jet
the
with
players
knives?
that we have been highlighting. And I also did want to say,
Tens.
whilst we have the chance,
Tens?
a year
Yeah.
ago these guys
Yeah, I
qualified
think so too.
for
Not
best
even,
No,
not
but
even for the meme. Yeah,
team
not even
called
for the
No
meme.
Pinky.
No,
They
yeah,
were
yeah. I
ranked
hacking log 10s
0.5.
with knives.
That's
And
like
it's
besides the
same with
point.
NBS to coach Zeke,
Yeah.
going from No Pinky to G2 and then back to Ascend, kind of. And this time last
Yeah, I
year,
can
we
see
didn't
that, to
know
be
really
honest.
too much about Bone Cold as a player, for sure. Keyless, these were not the Ignition Series players, right? They were just sort of picked up from trials, and that's the exciting thing about this squad. It's not like the big names from CS. Those have the big Twitch followings to be brought in for various reasons, other than, of course, just being good enough to play professionally.
The T in Tarik stands for
These are
tens.
some of the
True.
diamonds in the rough.
Well, this
His
round
name was
is
originally Ends.
pistols,
And then he
and
put the
two
T in
safe
honor of
guns
me.
from the last, but it's already kicked off in at least a pretty solid way. He is going to find that kill onto Zeke. A lot of that information will be quelled, but more so it might give them
Real
a little
and
bit
true.
extra space. And I think Bone Cold realizes it already, looking to try and
Oh.
even up the tide, timing everything, but the headshot
Nice
angle
shot.
is perfect.
Nice.
And he's
Well
not going
played
to
to not
that.
Yeah.
greedy there, actually.
Right there,
Just
I'm going for the
because, like,
ace.
you lose that KO,
Dude.
like, you only have any
You're-
intel
I killed one on the side, I'm going for the ace.
utility, like, he has the
Yeah.
recon dat ready,
I have
didn't wanna
perfect
use
flank,
it
I'm
there
good for
because he didn't wanna
3.
give up the nice sneak up. And Keyless, he's prepared, just anchoring onto this site. Obviously, he can get information himself, but not to the same level as Sova. And that gap
Oh,
has
what
been
the fuck was
exploited
that?
from Murray's, but
Oh, he's
luckily
got
because
his ult
Bone Cold
now.
did back out, maintains the trade.
Well, they're committing a lot into this
Just gonna ult
round.
this.
The Viper's pit will go through to give them that little bit of extra space, deny the aggression.
One thing I see a lot of
Also,
Sovas
he-
do is like
gonna try and play around the other
about when
side.
they're about to plant,
Now, if he
he will try to
falls, this
re.
becomes a
Yeah,
little bit
see.
more difficult. And actually,
That's what I-
they
Oh.
really want to hunt him down.
You lost
Yeah.
him
Forcing
though.
him to dash out of position.
Oh, he got him.
At
Hit
least
him once.
clearing that right
Hit him
hand
once,
side.
yeah.
And with Joe dropping, this becomes a little bit tougher. Now,
Uh-oh.
Vigors is desperately
Oh,
low on
what the
HP.
hell?
and
Oh,
he
no.
kinda got stuck.
Oh,
wow. Nice shot.
An ultimate is going to be left all onto Heat. Now, at least the pit will be dropped. He survives
Wow,
on 1
nice try.
HP. But Bone Cold
I see a lot of Sovas not being
continues from
confident
his
in blind ulting.
Does
Like
it
they will have to
rotate
use
to
their
in
they
favor
use
of
their
Ascend?
recon
I think it was
first.
wasting time though.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That if someone is planting and you're out with your recon, like you have recon in your hand, you're too late already.
Unless the recon is like one of those recons where it's gonna get a scan, like you know for sure, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a very like hidden recon maybe. But the one he threw was just kind of like on the back wall, I think. So
Especially there's a Viper ult there as well, so chances are that they're gonna just be inside it.
yeah, the recon's hard to scan there.
Yeah, I feel
So
like,
I feel like-
what is it,
I
Vixen
feel like
just
you're
got stuck
better
on the
off,
wall? And I think that
ulting
actually ended
inside
up
the
just being
Viper
the thing
ult
that almost
as
lost
soon
them
as
the
you hear
round,
the
'cause the
plant.
second he was gone,
Because
you are
chances
then
are
Naf.
there's more than one there too.
on
So,
Heat killing everyone.
How the fuck did Naf get in here?
but I know that it happens to a lot of Sovas where they
every
get
once in a
caught
while,
with the
but
recon out while they hear the plant sound, and then you're just like too late.
Yeah, I think you gotta pick and choose when you do that.
Operator Viper. Not something I ever thought I'd see, especially considering he's not far off getting his
Just
own
go back.
ultimate.
Did I miss
Probably
anything
isn't the best gun to
crazy?
have.
Cena had 3 kills with his knives. That was kind of
So
cool.
retaking with 2 hops. He was already in hard enough with 1 at this point. I think another big thing is going to be Vixen
Apart from that,
surviving. It's
nah.
a nice toxic screen.
It's been a snooze fest,
what you
mostly.
expect, but it means that utility has to be sort of thrown out. They really want to put Murray's under pressure.
Oh my god.
It's because NA's not
lethal. Yeah, literally.
Nice shot that
Yeah.
snake-bite combination and the fragment catching him on the get-go, but still.
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
No.
Trades things
No.
back, though. Both players isolated.
I literally just asked the same thing.
No, I was listening the whole time.
Control.
Oh! Oh wait, are you here, Vasily? Okay.
Oh shit, I saw that. I saw that.
Good. I was just gonna say that was a crazy 1v3.
Well, actually, I missed it. I was watching chat.
I think that's why they wanted NW0 on this team for this tournament. Do you reckon?
Pull out the check.
So what did I say? MW0 as a clutch.
Exactly
Silver player.
that they wanted from this
Modern Warfare, dude.
Know that the Silver's going to be the one that holds
But
back, like even
why
now.
are they not shooting back?
Wait for the recon dive if you wanted to play later, but we wanted
It's just
to
like, you know who I am.
we wanted to see this guy
Remember
on
the
the
name,
international stage
bitch.
in a very different role and style to what we used to. But I think I
Fucking
like
Jesse
this
thinking
a
over
lot.
One in
here.
the name memes.
Putting him in those sort
I
of
was like 30
scenarios
seconds behind. I had no clue
always
what you
gonna
guys were
help
talking
out.
about, and then I
Gonna
saw
see
it.
the
Oh my
early
God.
start, just to try and
Like, what the
destroy
fuck? I
the
just
Saki
refreshed.
utility.
133,
People to
32.
play further towards
29, 28,
tube
7.
area. Actually, Mirrors again. He's just going
He
walking.
delete-
in.
he,
They're trying to sell
shot
this
that
as
in the
if
Cypher
it's an
trick there.
identical take. That's the plan.
pretty cool.
Go moving
Trips,
in
man.
directly through. And although Killers, well, look at the rotation. They've already
Dude,
pulled players away.
so Silva, you gotta shock those
I
trips,
was
dude.
gonna
I'm not
say
entering the rest of the game.
On to CNET.
And they need to be double bound, so we know that they're taken out.
Yeah. It's some bullshit. How am I supposed to run in?
Gets that information, but now it's a nice double bait.
Oh,
So
timing.
looks away at the worst possible time when it comes to that double doors
Big
control.
kill.
Because that bone cold isn't really
Oh.
expecting somebody to be
It's done. They got
right
the
in his
site. Oh,
face.
Cypher's here. Wait, never mind.
Keyless is on this side.
Needs
He's
2
gonna
here
want
or
to
1. Okay, never mind. Fuck it.
Doesn't get anything for it. CNET is at least dropped the clutch king from the last, and
the best ultimate in
Starzo
the game.
Viper has ult. No, he doesn't
actually
use it.
worked out. But they've cleared a lot of these close angles. This
Once he
round
gets in
gets
sight, maybe
done
ults
by
the
the
bomb.
looks
Is
of
that a
it.
play or
It's
no?
going to be the cave after plant that's
What'd he
set
say?
up now
If ult Viper on
for
the
that
defense
side.
gets inside and ults the bomb.
Single snake bite remains. If they
Like
wanna
a,
attack
yeah.
it.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
Starzo
trip.
can actually just walk past this utility.
Pop it, pop it!
Shoot it, use that
Nice,
Viper's
okay.
pin. They're not gonna kill him off before it
Is Larry?
pops.
Yep,
This
Larry's in
makes
play.
things a little
Larry's
bit
in play.
awkward, but with heat close up, he might
Oh,
be
yeah.
able to just kill them off before they go for
Oh,
any sort of
no,
defusal. They
man.
don't expect him to be this
Come on,
close,
CNED.
and it's left onto
No
CNED.
scope, baby.
First shot landed,
Flick it.
the time is ticking,
Oh.
and it doesn't seem like there's any chance in
Oh
hell
god,
he'll be
he
able
hits
to hold on
those.
this
He hits
time.
those usually.
4-3 in favor of VIVO KEYD.
And we lost the op, the Viper ult.
Running for their lives.
Might as well call it a half.
And it's the holding on pad that's so important. Like seeing it, we've seen a few of those moments. It's not even really been clutch situations in the Ascent. Like for Ascent, VIVO KEYD, it's always been that one player alive.
Who the fuck
being
is
able to
we?
win out
What do you mean? I'm
1v2
fucking
or 1v3 in
a fucking
W0's case.
CNED mascot.
It's just been these nice mid-play rounds. And the response for VIVO KEYD after
I wonder if the
clutch
KO pick's gonna
momentum is
pump
up,
off.
And of course, I think this is the right play. Ascent calling the timeout because
Really
losing
loved
the
seeing
round in
Liquid
round
with
6
KO
was awkward.
the other day
This one was close.
on
Actually
Haven.
curious, so we've got a glimpse of the Viper
Or I don't know if he's a
versus
sub.
Certainly
Yeah, I
in
don't
this
know.
series.
Technically
I think
6
we've
man.
seen
Yeah.
definitely bits of it, especially with, I think Starzo clutches is something that I used to love watching, especially within EMEA, like the 1v3s.
Have we
Could
seen
definitely
any
be
of
fought
them?
off. I don't think, I think there was a round on Icebox where I managed to just multi-frag aggressively inside the
Chris,
Killjoy
check
lockdown,
your
but
Discord.
I do get what you mean. Maybe the frequency has been reduced a bit.
And also on a different role.
Fucking
I
frequency
mean,
Franklin, dude.
is he going to be like Nuts overnight on the Viper?
Fucking opping
Hard to
Aaron.
get a gauge.
Okay, stop.
And also,
dude.
it's just a
Curtain.
mix of like Ascend feeling much
Where's my
more
food?
Yo, Tarik, did you know
fundamental in
this?
how they approach
What is it?
stuff.
Pasha's
And
having
they
his
have a
first
mental
fight
coach as well, which is
in,
probably
like,
I heard about
Oh
that.
God.
Yeah.
You know,
He's gonna fight like some
one
Polish
has
guy or
those clutch
something.
out moments for
Yeah.
VIVO
So you
KEYD,
got
for
asked.
example.
But it's like he's fighting like someone that actually fights.
It surely
So,
helps.
I
at
don't
this
know how's
point,
it gonna go.
Especially if confidence
I mean, if he
gets
trains for
knocked easily from Ascend. You gotta wonder what it could do.
I want to watch party that.
Not the start they were hoping for.
Yeah.
That guy's so fucking beef, dude. He's so
He's there
fat.
on the cross, but the screen is
Yeah.
not going to allow him anything. And again,
I've never felt smaller in my
they
life.
can just fall back and play these sort of after-plant
He was at the
scenarios.
facility
now,
a
Joe,
month ago.
realistically, he's wasting their time, but he doesn't want to die here. Because they don't have any other rifles excluding the one that's currently on to CNED. So if he can just make sure that he's causing them issues while surviving, that's going to be enough. And every other player slowly being picked off. Now CNED has to try and avoid the majority of the other players.
I would sleep
while
Pasha.
Savius operated,
This
because
guy's like
this goes
5'5"
down.
in the chat.
He hasn't
Fucking, he
actually
weighs
got
like
enough kills. So
85
if he gets
pounds.
2
He said he'd
kills in
sleep
this round
Pasha.
and then dies, he gets himself
My
the
food's here.
Bladestorm. So that's why I feel this investment actually came through. He's got no kills so far.
No. And it also feels like with ult economy, it's been few and far between. Have we seen a null command yet? We've not seen one have impact, at the very least.
Well, he's got it now. So that, but again, yeah, I do feel like so far it's been a slightly quieter performance from Zeke, especially in comparison to the last map. Yeah, he's currently got 1 kill.
And it's a concern when you bring out an agent like that. It's not a case of, you know, you need to bring out the KO and then top frag. That's not really what it's for. But there's just Cypher killed. Love it. It's this position has been exploited a fair few times for VIVO KEYD that he's playing from. We spoke about it as we went into the first round, like double doors, mid control, but mid's not really been on the cards for VIVO KEYD. Maybe now that we start to see a bit more attention put towards these extremities, and that's exactly what's happening on A.
Dude, where the fuck's the action, man? This would never happen in Counter-Strike.
Cold already guys a little bit of extra
Official watch party. I'm just kidding, dude.
He's got his teammate.
This shit's fucking kind of exciting right now. This is a big round.
Has pushed the threshold. The plan here from ACEND is just to be that a little bit more aggressive, and they've almost scared VIVO KEYD off.
This game's a fucking badge, boys. This game's a fucking badge right now, though. No Kizzy. No Kizzy, dude. If you're feeling a little tired, I'll wake you up when the next match starts.
Such an aggressive fighting position. Again, just that poison cloud in that spot. I mean, it works. It catches Vixen on the way out. Not really an angle that you expect.
I think the biggest thing is that I have no investment. Not even on these teams. On one player, I'm only invested on CNED. If I had the option, I would only want his POV.
This is looking pretty good for ACEND so far.
And on that Cypher, he can maybe face a little bit more.
That's his curse.
No, I meant like the game. Because it's very attacker-sided.
Lightning fast reactions, putting this into a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
Got to try and clear out Zeke. And
oh, he's going in.
Storm going to be popped. They want to try and isolate this duel. The timing going to be everything, and Heat lands the shot even while slightly blind.
Bone cold again.
It is left into this 1v2. But they are planting in the spot for Heat to just hold the angle. To clear this out is going to be incredibly difficult, and MW0 I think has already spotted him, just trying to bait him in, maybe not expecting
My goodness,
he's going to get up in the...
He gets the information and attack through, but he again connects. Even on low HP, this man pulls up 4 kills and
the kill there on the wallbang when he scanned him.
And it's another situation where ACEND
oh no,
to come back into it. Zeke with the null command.
I think he
really
expected to get the kill faster.
Execute
If I'm not
utility,
mistaken.
not being able to be used. If there was a poison cloud thrown down
shooting.
on the VIVO KEYD side, it was gone and it opened up the site. But this is opping again. Zeke caught out in this spot. Just timing out and bone cold yet again.
I missed it. I'm sorry. I missed it. Okay, I'm not even gonna fucking act like I saw that shit. No fake reaction, nothing, dude. I missed it all. But I'm glad you guys saw something cool.
Yeah, they've headed to Heat's playground, and it has definitely been a battle of the Jets. You have to remember a couple of the early rounds granted to ACEND were based on multi-frags from CNED.
I need to get a napkin and a straw. You guys keep watching. Chat amongst yourselves, dude. I'll be right back, though. Let me know if I missed anything.
An easy pick. Again, it's pistols in this round, not really anything to play behind. I think CNED was hoping to try and get the early ultimate orb to turn this into some sort of competition. But
how many rounds do you think you need on defense here?
In one direction, the full rotation
4,
comes through.
5?
VIVO KEYD just back off. They walk away. The mid-round calling
At
out.
least.
Or 5, you're comfortable?
It's been far superior to what we've seen
I
on
think
the other
5
side, because the amount of times they've either walked into a weaker site or an empty site, it's starting to worry me.
When you have such a big map like Breeze, you have 5 players up against 4, you really want to stretch them thin, and this is just a little example. It is up against West Weaponry. At least the trade is going to stop it from being a flawless round. And the retakes were okay on the A site. Awkward.
Shit. You guys know my desktop fucking code. Fuck.
Oh, 145.
The most painful thing in
you wish you were fucking chamber here.
Damage, but Grant absolutely
no, you wish you were playing CS.
A lot of
yeah,
players,
as well.
But still 3 standing for VIVO KEYD. They hit 7. This half is already a victory.
Look how low their HP was, dude.
Yeah, I still think both teams are going to be better on the attack, Ryan, but well, they need to give themselves at least some wiggle room.
Well, that's what I wanted to check.
I actually can't wait to run outside and pick up my Uber Eats. I'll probably wake up just by running. A good 2-minute run really wakes you up.
I'm the opposite. I feel like
also with the series.
Yeah, with the
works out roughly to be 9-3-10-2. I mean, obviously,
I just get so tired watching and watching.
12-0 on that side. It
Yeah.
inflates it a little bit more. But you're right. Like VIVO KEYD want to be running riot with this side of the half, and I imagine his KO is very much going to come online on the attack, but so far in the defense it's left a lot to be desired.
Oh, the pace change. They want to go walking straight into CNED's lair. The operator in hand already, dropping one. Oh, they've actually got...
Oh my god, it's an anime duel.
Damage, but not really finding anything from it. It's at least forced them back, but as said, I think these mid-rounds have looked a lot better on this map in particular from VIVO KEYD. They're going
if
to
a Sova ults while the other Sova has his ult, you're so fucked.
Watch out for.
Like, it's so easy to find out where he ults from. If you can see the line.
Yeah.
And you'll always win it if you're the second one to ult.
This column position. Toxic screen actually being used to more control at A site. Really, the retake positions that ACEND have been in have been such down to a player disadvantage that it's not really useful to hold on to those toxic screenings for those moments. So I do like the fact that Stazo is changing it up a little more. Utility in various places, more anchoring towards A. And that's just because CNED is getting so much success with this option.
Oh my god, he's... Oh my god.
The Recon Dart coming in nicely.
There we go.
Vixen is the last to go, and really if you needed a hero for a prime gaming flawless, it had to be CNED.
Yeah,
there
there's been too many rounds that have just been won by him though. Like, I feel like, what, there was a 4K to get them their first round, what, a 3K to get them their second? He's now got himself another
Holy
4K
fuck, that was
to close
insane.
out another, like,
yeah.
We don't want to talk about this team being, like, CNED and friends, but that's what it's starting to look like, at least in this matchup. Sure, Bone Cold had a moment or two.
I thought you were going to ask me what you missed. I
This
was going to say
battle
nothing.
of the Jets throughout Breeze so far.
Just made a COD montage.
In the majority of rounds, they've either just completely avoided CNED, or there's been a Jet on the other side to shut him down.
Yeah, similar sort of setup on this defense now in the last round of this half. CNED, though, changing up in the position to more check holes. It's a place that if VIVO KEYD want to rely on anything, it's just bombing it down there. They've caught a Bone Cold a few times. They've got to that switch and that
The best part about CNED is that like, he hardly reacts to anything he does. He's just like, eh.
Stazo still having a toxic screen in hand.
Like, he doesn't hype himself up.
In the entrance
He's
again
just
on
like,
that choke.
It's alright.
And right now, Vixen's held on to his toxic screen as well. Not giving away. I assume as soon as it goes down across the A side,
got my
is
food.
where exactly VIVO KEYD are leaning.
Hell yeah, dude.
Then they're going to be prepared.
Is it good?
Amazing.
They are going to try and recheck that whole
What'd you
position now. They have left it for a
Egg cheese
while.
croissant,
Good timing at least.
sweet
As
potato
soon as the
fries.
toxic screen comes through. And look at this one as well that's set up from Stazo.
Nice.
Allows him to play a bit more deeper.
Sweet potato fries, so good.
Maybe one they won't be expecting to play against.
If they're crispy and salted right, if they're soggy, they're dog shit.
However, Bone
I think that goes with any fry though.
Because of that, we might actually see a switch up. Heat has found a pick on the other side as well, leaving
30 seconds
just a
left.
few players remaining. Not in the worst of spot, but they're going to be pincered in. CNED can only land one, and Zeke just trying to survive. They have been isolated one by one from the side of VIVO KEYD. A solid attacker side round. And what
I really
are the
like Tom's
chances here
casting.
for Killers? Completely out of position.
I think it's cool that
versus a Viper's Pit. And four players
kind of blew up like
We
this
were
in
saying, like,
Valorant
in the
because
other
he's pretty
series,
new,
around
right? Isn't he?
12, ACEND were the ones that were bringing out
He's been around a bit
It's the first
for
time that we've
for
really seen
Counter-Strike.
VIVO KEYD presence in mid,
Okay.
getting that kill. And again, the timing to go through. This is now interesting.
been doing a
It's
couple
not
of, like,
done
dream
and
hacks
dusted
and
on the
stuff.
side of ACEND.
Okay.
But still, that's
Has
a
he
lot of
done
momentum,
PUBG
and this is
too?
going to be
I
a
feel
very
like I've-
important pistol coming through.
No, maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah,
He's part of,
I
like,
think, again,
the-
we've got to mention
like
that we
the same
expect this
wave
map to
of,
be
like,
attacker-sided,
the
but I almost just feel like this.
Yeah,
VIVO
they
KEYD
only have
the
radio
stones
mode.
to take this one over the line, Ryan.
sure.
Are you a believer?
I think most earbuds are like
We'll
that
have to
because
see.
it's like a low battery mode
I
for
said that this
phones.
pistol's going to be
Ooh, it's getting
important, and
bloody.
it certainly was going to be
Oh
physique.
shit!
He's almost doubled the
Oh,
kills
that's-
that he's had in the server just off this pistol alone in the first 7 seconds. Now that Util is going to be fired in onto B, was a site
Oh,
that was
wow.
held loosely for VIVO KEYD.
What a
Just
clean
as we
take.
were sort of saying,
Yeah.
mid-control on the attack for VIVO KEYD, they didn't really go elbow at all on the attack, but that's where they went instantly on the defense.
Maybe a hard read, but whatever it is, it still worked out for ACEND. The timing for MW0, though, couldn't have been any better. He's brought things back into a 3v3 and looks to move over to his teammates. The peak from CNED is also going to be dropped. Joe, he was quiet individually, but he's now coming up big for his squad
guys
once
talk about
again.
those peaks?
It's left on to Zeke.
Yeah.
I believe he might even have to ace it just to take this one home, and it is not happening. A 3
Dude! Oh my god.
to 0.
That was not good from ACEND.
It's the trades, it's the
Alright,
spacing. You would have just assumed on how cleanly ACEND broke into the site. But in the end, the macro play from VIVO was spot on, right? Like they played off of the site, they played retake, and you can really start to understand why. It's a difficult place to come back from if you're ACEND. Basically, it's the roles reversed from what we saw on Bind. I don't imagine they're going to force up this round, though.
No, they did get themselves the spike down, but in a round like this especially, unless you're going to go for like some heavy Marshall investment, and even then you might as well just do it without the shields behind it and hope that you can have that
those peaks were terrible.
On the other side, again, a strong investment into Bulldogs.
Unlucky.
The other two teams that are playing later today, NVX10 also in this group, probably watching this one, hoping that VIVO KEYD win. I don't need to worry about making that mistake too much more often.
If VIVO KEYD ever face Vikings again, you're screwed.
Yeah. Hopefully Mitch will be back from then. I don't have to deal with it. But I'm sure like NV Fem favorites in that matchup really wanted VIVO KEYD to win this one. And ACEND,
oh my god, I destroyed that.
It's scary. You never know what you're going to get from either of those two teams that are still playing later on.
That was delicious.
ACEND slowly making their way into the site. The camera's going to get all of the information.
All right, I'm back.
From Joe.
Welcome back, dude.
That's going to pick up a couple.
Just destroyed that. You finished your pad now already?
Now it's all about damage.
My pad thai? No, I only have half of it.
Any of it, just
nice.
Saving the other half for later.
As
Part,
he goes,
man.
Leaving.
Couple of those situations players
you have Heat and CNED that are both top fragging, which is cool. So you have the
it's a scramble.
The Jets doing their job on
Jet off, yeah.
Oh, here is that Blaze Storm.
The Jet off.
Yeah, the Jet dance off.
So at least the start that was wanted.
Can't spam him.
There was an attempt.
There was. It's not going to really achieve anything at all. And again, still a few extra pieces in this round. For VIVO KEYD, they've got themselves the Bulldog.
Oh no, team equal underdog.
Range added into what is mostly Spectres.
That's insane right now.
Like this elbow tunnel position on B though. And the 0 point is about to come online for Zeke. He's not that far away from having a null command to be fair, but all of these players pushing for double door. Hold it, see if they can catch
We're gonna smoothie.
I like the idea from Vixen.
I forget exactly what's in here, but
but it's a bit more tight.
I think it was like strawberry.
Oh, if you say that, he's about to lose his life.
Yeah, Bogo's pissed.
Pineapple? I'm actually gonna
that looked annoying.
Yeah.
2 versus 3.
Got danced on, dude.
Any more kills than this,
What's in here?
it's far more costly than they would have liked, and almost caught switching to the rifle. But hey, the rifle's been collected. Still having a couple of orbs available to actually heal and dismiss. Muras could take this one into his own hands. Now the afterplant looking decent already.
I can't see. This guy didn't even end the order.
Play a part in this one really for the side of ACEND. It's more just those individual battles, the team play, the synergy, the crossfire.
Oh my god, they're like following along the lines together.
On the other side, it should have been an easy kill. Eventually will come through as ACEND are back on the board with a 5th. But we know
I was wrong.
Coming. I still think they tipped around.
It's just pineapple, strawberry, banana.
But even just like the play from it, it was like trying.
Hey, no, I didn't get that one.
Playing around this toxic screen.
It's mango, peach, and pineapple. Sorry.
Nice positioning to know that Murray's was going to push through with a layer. Perfect
this is a
position.
smoothie.
Stood in the right spot. But even like where Keyless was, he was pretty much hunkering down in this position as we see the round end. If he goes down, it can quickly unravel. It's not playing these set spots with utility.
Yo, Josh Nissan's in the chat.
Holding very close and hoping to catch off VIVO KEYD.
Mr. Nissan. Sad we weren't able to get you on sounds like budget makes out with a hat. Thank you. Yeah.
If he wore a hat, don't you think he looks a little bit like Taco?
Eats?
Yeah.
Just off the edge. It's still going to be caught and actually just takes
no, but it does look like a Brazilian player from CS that I don't know the name of.
Yeah. Maybe not Taco, but there's definitely someone I'm thinking
There's someone that looks like him, yeah.
Wanting to add to his kill tally as he's just spamming through, and eventually they will kill him off. Nothing more for Zeke in this round, but he might have done enough trying to spot people early on the edge with the dismiss.
This is gonna be tough.
Watch out.
Yeah.
There's a flank coming in. Killers.
Cypher flank coming in mid.
Tracks, but they're getting aggressive enough that they might be able to kill a few of the players before they come through. Vixen
got one.
the shot as they wrap back around and leave this now on to just 2 players. The flanker, but more importantly, CNED. He's the one with the angle onto the spike.
Oh
and he gets
no.
absolutely nothing.
He's covered.
Just 1 player down. Leaving
oh.
onto Killers.
Oh. That was it. That was it, man.
who ends this round with a triple.
It's the fact that
I can't believe they're still able to kill Shark Show. Like, why is Shark Show the one that's leading out of the pit? They should have put somebody else outside of the pit.
Yeah.
To push up that wall.
Keyless coming in through double doors. They didn't even know he was there at this point. It's just
like,
kind
it's
of
only
expecting
CNED
that
playing
crunch
right
to
now.
come through. They almost used to fight.
Yeah, he's having to do a lot of the work.
Again, it forces ACEND to try and play up, play forward, and Vixen. Well, we were talking about these other like duelist players finding those kills, finding those frags.
It's gonna be nuts.
Support players are doing the same thing.
This is a big upset.
Yeah. We have now seen those pop-off moments from literally everyone.
CNED and friends.
Yeah. Of VIVO KEYD, and this is the map that I would say they've actually looked best on, even considering the icebox was into the pool, maybe picking it just because they didn't think they'd get it later. And Heat.
This position is so good.
Pushing all the way forward. Now
I think 100 Keys was doing it. Oh, he heard him. My God, that guy's sad, dude.
And now he can just back away wary just in case someone's going to try and peek up and trade him out, but he'll escape before anyone will be able to respond.
It was also just that 50-50 decision making a recon that was in
fucking Bulldog, are you kidding me?
But they decided against it. Like in these scenarios, they're not sure what they want to do.
My God.
Protocols have been better, and now Muris can sort of go to town with mid control. Starzo lurking late, even if he gets pretty far, there is a tripwire to stop him. Joe, playing in this switch spot, kind of knows it. Go away.
Fucking doorman.
Thank you. Starzo.
That's so annoying, dude.
Literally shut out of this round. Shock darts to weaken him up. It's been looking a lot more disjointed in this map from ACEND, but the fact is VIVO KEYD have isolated those individual duels and they have won the majority of them. With 2 players remaining, it's forced into a save, and realistically, it's going to have to be a 7-round streak for ACEND. Otherwise, we are going to see the Brazilian team head into that upper bracket match.
And across like VIVO KEYD in this series, the mechanical skill is there. The fire
they have nothing going, dude.
But
Zero.
the team play, just the ideas, the defaults, the executes, the post plans, everything is a lot sharper. Now this looks like a Brazilian super team.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for, and while Starzo, there's no escape. Every gun removed.
Tarik,
a prime
check your DMs.
Flawless round as well coming out from the side of VIVO KEYD. They are 1 round away from putting themselves on the map at Champions. We came into this event not knowing what to expect, not knowing what agents they played, not knowing how they would compete within a group that is a tough one. The grand finalist of the previous in EMEA, one of the best teams in a form of a original Masters champion, be it more of a local.
As we may have an exclusive segment.
But they have come in, and they are
after this match
from knocking them into the lower bracket.
Still at second chance at the very least. It's not elimination that we're talking about, but the topic of discussion probably coming up a bit earlier than ACEND were expected. Joe is under a lot of pressure. I think ACEND have it most. Joe is actually not afraid at all. He's got CNED with the plan. I think CNED's only had 2 or 3 kills on this attacking side so far.
It may not matter. It's already going to be the clear out Heat going in, but it's Bone Cold is bringing things back. 3 kills to save them. Keep them in this map at least as killers. Drops Vixen. It's left onto this new man on the block. The Loney that is quickly making a name for himself, but not in this round. Zeke will put him in the grave and give them a 6th, but it is still a mountain to climb for ACEND.
Even just the idea of the round in total, hit B very quickly, overwhelm, and Joe.
They only need 6 rounds.
Feel overwhelmed at all. In fact, he's just like, I'm gonna go put. Hey, how are you guys doing? You all right? I'm just gonna stop seeing it from planting the spike. Like it's good clear up in the end. Like Bone Cold, this is the sort of secondary entry play that you want to see, and it's just been 2 sides to ACEND that we've seen today. Like the brilliance on Bind, Breeze and Icebox though. In a map pool where they already typically ban Haven, doesn't matter who they're playing next, they're good maps to exploit. It's still not out.
Yeah, again though, it's not a weak purchase coming back for VIVO KEYD. In fact, you've now got Heat on the operator, 1 away from a Bladestorm, and if he can finish this here and now, I don't think they're going to mind. Looking to try and garner at least a little bit of information. They look to try and burst into this A side, but actually it's only Zeke. Everybody else just waiting back behind, looking to try and push in alongside him. The flash is good, and he eventually, it's a labored spray, but he gets the kill nonetheless. Spike yet to cross. So still not directly committed, but with 2 players already in, you'd expect them to make their way through, just waiting for the screen to be recharged. But look at this wrap around through mid.
Spike planted.
He also Still have a bit of utility to throw in to try and catch them off. Mirrors is a little bit of spray. Vixen trading up CNED. So again, it's this high line. KEYD managing to slip through. You need these kind of moments. And now what's VIVO KEYD's buy like?
Yeah, this is where they start to suffer a little bit. I will still say if the Blaze Storm survived through this round, I think there's still a threat for sure. But yeah, I think this is just the difference now for ACEND. Just pick up that pace a little bit, back to the basics, not try and overthink anything too much, and give the opportunity for someone like Killers to have these later lurk plays, and in back-to-back rounds, it's multi-frags coming out from the side of ACEND.
That stairs spot is probably been the most impactful. The steps
Yo,
that
just
literally
in time,
Joe
huh?
stood on right now. Even in the round we saw the recon dart coming through. It lands
just in
on
time.
sort of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
main platform bit on Switch. There's maybe some mental break, mental boom that VIVO KEYD can come into, but really I haven't seen that at all, other than the map that ACEND have been dominant on versus everybody, and that being bind. Here it's just been responses after responses.
Early aggression, already Heat looking for the opener, but again, I think that's two Blaze Storms he's popped that Zeke has been able to deny.
It looks like he flashed himself.
Earning up. The null command in around of Eco. Might be something they want to pop just to try and make things a little bit more awkward. A couple of tags coming through from MW0, and actually a fair few low players now on the side of ACEND. Still an awful lot to do for the remainder, but they can make this one costly. Left onto Vixen. They need something truly heroic to close this out, and it isn't going to happen. 12-8. ACEND slowly grinding these rounds back, and maybe hoping they can do to VIVO KEYD what 100 Thieves did to them.
Yeah, at least the rest of ACEND are sort of coming together now a little bit more. CNED really not having the money to certainly buy up an operator. Now he's got it in hand. Just the fact that you have 3 ultimates on this defense, the buy is there. There is a null command, but the other ultimate's not likely to be online unless KEYD and Starzo pop off a little bit more. Maybe again, that's one of the reasons why they're going to be, and from all of the hits we've seen, it's been so high tempo.
Yeah, I assume this is going to be fast as well. The fact that Starzo has the operator means that CNED's probably about to just launch himself straight into the site and look to put the pressure onto Joe, and he's already gone. So much utility just forcing them back, although there is a trade. The Hunter's Fury actually finding a couple of tags here and there. He has managed to get another one, and this leaves Zeke isolated on the site. The remaining couple of players just trying to hold from the backlines. The wrap around from Bone Cold could be absolutely everything.
Yeah, that elbow control is going to be so important, but they really need to help out Zeke in this situation. There's an important kill for Bone Cold. Zeke is still holding on, but he is putting up the pressure. He's starting to try and cook the KO alive, but Miura is actually getting behind.
Zeke. One more, a 2 versus 2 scenario, and they have to clear this man from the flank. It's left all on to Zeke to try and close this one out, but it isn't going to be happening. It is VIVO KEYD that head through it to the upper bracket, and ACEND have already faltered in this tournament. They had a rough time when they came to Berlin for the first time, and it looks like they're having a rough one again. But on the other side of